right on right 6 left 7.
Okay, the tower is for
409 Golf Alpha, Las Vegas Tower, clock 4222. 9 Golf Alpha, Federal Park.
3000 for troubleshooting.
9 Golf Alpha, radar contact, about 13 miles southeast of Las Vegas Airport. You're clear on the drop on the Boulevard Highway. Frontier 2329, Las Vegas South, and 2608, that's 1826 left, start land. Zero 3 Las Vegas Tower, 1240, just 1826 left, start land.
All right, it looks like we are live again. We're holding a pretty good signal. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock on this Tuesday. We're going to see how the signal holds up. We're here at the Las Vegas Harry Reid International Airport.
So 55,
And,
54, right turn Alpha 6, ground plan 1.
Right, Alpha 6.1, 6584.
And we are looking at the international gates right now. We've got KLM. They're in there. We've got two
2817 on the visual, 26 left.
2817
two aircraft from Mexico.
1826 left.
We also have Frontier over there. So now we're going to take a look at what else we've got going on here. There is a United. One United parked at the gate there. What you're seeing is a little bit off from my viewfinder. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix that. I think I can fix it. All right, that should be good right there. This United, not quite ready for pushback yet, so we'll see them in a little bit. And we're going to take a look at moving over. We do have a Hawaiian.
Frontier 2329, right turn Alpha 6, ground point 1.
Hawaiian Airlines right there. Looks like
Northwestbound to helicopter, low level 2600 will be below you.
looks like they've got the A330 today. That right there should be in the middle of the screen.
Sir, Metro 5 will be going on to the west.
Metro 5 orders, where is your submarine?
What's up?
All right, let me make some screen size adjustments here.
12-2 towards the bay.
What's the landing?
Vegas Tower.
Here, I think that should be better.
Go ahead, sir.
First time here.
All right.
We would like to do an orbit before night.
9 Golf Alpha, proceed.
So
They'll have it.
we should be seeing the entire aircraft. Let's go take a look at, we got a Frontier, just landed.
Relay Bay 3 months.
Slowly, you're going to contact proceed. Traffic on Atmos Tunnel, which is running a lot.
What are you trying?
So this is Frontier Flight 2329. They're inbound from
Ground plane 1, please.
Chicago Midway, right there. And taxiing to their gates that are all the way in the back of Terminal 3. They call that Terminal 3 in the back there. I'll show you where this plane is going here. So traffic today is landing on runway 26, 26 left or 26 right, but they're departing to the north on 1 left or 1 right. That's over on the other side of the airport.
Wheel 2 Bay 3.2 climbing.
12-2, you're contact.
So we're not going to really see any departures, or probably won't, unless they turn the airport around. But they're going to go into right there. That's where they're going. So we kind of lose a view of it right there. And there's a wider view of one of the concourses here. Okay, so we do need to, let's just plug in some power here. All right.
During 2817, we're up to number 6, ground plane 1.
What's the Air United 1335?
1335, Los Angeles Tower, and station 03, ghost 16,
So with the winds 030 at 16, that's the indication right there. They'll be departing to the north. And we can see, from my standpoint, we can see them taxiing right there. We lose it right by the pillar of the garage. But they've got to go over to there. The other runways are on the other side. Spirit parks over there as well. So they're not going to come over to our side over here. That Spirit flight is inbound from Cleveland. They just landed from Cleveland. And right here, we have the Southwest gates right in front of us. So we can see some Southwest action right there. United, like they said, United is inbound. No, quite. Oh yeah, I do. I see them out there. So we'll see who pushes back over here at the Southwest gates, and also keeping an eye on that Hawaiian in case they leave, and the other Mexican airlines over there that I'm looking at. So If you've checked out my channel a while back, I tried to do a live stream here back in,
Tower 9 Golf Alpha is on station at the hospital.
when was it, January or February, one of those?
Over Southwest.
And it seemed like it was going okay, but my video capture
Okay. 9 Golf Alpha.
video capture device decided to quit working, so the picture froze, and it took a long time to get that replaced. Had to jump through some hoops with the post office and all that stuff, and I actually ended up getting a spare, so I have two video capture devices with me. Hopefully the replacement one won't break. Where's that United? It's kind of hard to see them. There they are. And right there we have United. Just landed. And they'll be coming over to our side here, where they park.
Tower 9 Golf Alpha, landing secure.
So after getting the video card capture device replaced, I decided to come out here and give it a try again. And now that we're getting in towards summer, this is going to be a little bit more difficult to keep up because it's going to be like it was in Phoenix, really, really hot here. And I mean, that just wears you out, the 100-degree heat. Temperature is in the 70s today. It's pretty nice here. We got a little bit of a breeze, but it's not cold.
1335, right turn Alpha 5, ground point 1.
Alpha 5 ground, United 1335.
All right, so we have United 1335. Following them right there. And that flight is a 737-800 that is in from Washington, D.C., Dulles Airport in Washington. So it's a little bit quiet here. We are not out in the sun. We are shaded here on the 4th level of the parking garage because the 5th level and 6th level are full. So I really wanted to get a higher perspective for the video, but there are no spaces available up there. So and there's only two spaces available on this side of the garage on level 4. So I took one of them, and we have a Southwest just landed. And where's that United from Dulles? Looks like they are going to go in to the ramp area on the other side of the terminal, but we'll see them as they pull up to their gate. Meanwhile,
633, visual 26 left.
we have Southwest. They went all the way.
And traffic on about 9 miles an hour.
Oh wow, they went all the way down there.
633 Las Vegas Tower, so this left, continue for vehicle on the runway.
Continue, 26 left, United 633.
All right, this one is Southwest 1501 from Tucson. They went all the way down to the end. I don't know why, but
1501, right turn Alpha 7, and then ground by 1.
Right turn, Alpha 7, ground point 1, southwest.
okay, there's 1501. Yeah, so we'll see them again. They have to come back here. Delta, we have a Delta arrival. I think that's an arrival. It's Delta 1466 from Los Angeles. Now, they landed on a runway 1 left. So they're landing on 26 or 1 left. And their gates are over here, so they're actually all the way around. And Southwest will be coming into view soon. Meanwhile, there's United. I guess I thought they were going to go in on the other side. They went all the way around for some reason. Not quite sure why.
33, vehicles exiting here at the end there. Runway 26 left, clear to land, and 01 Jordy.
Clear to land, 26 left, United 633.
So we have another United. Another United will be approaching. Okay, I see Southwest 1501 right now, and they're just coming into view. They went all the way down, all the way to the end. So there's the Hawaiian Airlines A330. You can see them in
First 1199, Las Vegas, 10086 left, clear land. Clear land, 26 left, 1199.
I didn't quite catch that call sign. Some kind of weird call sign out there. Well, there is a Spirit. United 633 just landed. Spirit is up next.
Is at the base, 35.
And well, 3, run contact, and proceeding.
All right, so this is our United 737-800 from Dulles. And the Delta flight is kind of hiding behind the billboard right there. They probably will be pulling into that gate right there. Those are the Delta gates here.
United 633, right turn Alpha 6, right turn 26 right, back taxi down to Alpha 4.
Right turn Alpha 6, back taxi 26 right down to Alpha 4, United 633.
All right, so United 633 is another 737-800. They're in from Denver, and they were given instruction to back taxi on the other runway. So they're only using one of the 2 runways for landings. They're behind the building now. I can't see them. Oh, they just turned off. I can see the tail right there. Back taxi down the runway.
2007 visual, 26 left.
United 633, actually make a left turn here, Alpha 5, Bravo, Charlie 6, and to the rest.
Okay, Alpha 5 left turn, and then Bravo, Charlie 6 to the ramp, United 633.
Thank you.
All right, there's 633 right there. And the other one, the one that came in from Dulles, is pulling up to its gate right now.
Visual, 26 left.
307 in the wind, 3607, 26 left,
26 left, clear land,
Okay, and 633. We see 633 right there. That's the flight from Denver. And that Delta flight taxiing over to runway 1.
Springs 1199, right turn Alpha 6, ground flight 1.
Alpha 6 coming down, 1199, it's the 50, several birds on short line there.
Thank you. Alpha 277, you copy that?
Yes, sir.
Aeromexico 481. We see there another 737-800, and they're going to Mexico City. So today is so far all 737s. It's a 737 kind of day today. But there we can see Aeromexico 481. A long way to taxi.
Tower 586 visual, 26 left. 26 left, third land.
And we have another Delta flight pushing back for departure right there.
5 miles final, there's a Pilatus descending on 4,100.
I thought I do have that visual.
Delta 555.
Yeah, that traffic CD's down that side.
So this is a 757-300. All right, so we get away from the 737s for a change. The Delta that was waiting for a spot is 1466 from LAX. Still waiting, but we have all right, looks like the signal is buffering a little bit. Yeah, I can't really do anything about that. I'm showing strong signal right now. There is a little bit of a delay. So maybe these momentary buffers will clear up. But what you're looking at right now is Delta flight 555.
Thank you. So you can cross 26 right.
And
Bravo 6 straight in and call ramp.
Okay, cross 26 right, Bravo 6, over to ramp, Southwest 297. Have a good day.
that is one of the former Northwest Airlines 757s that Delta still flies. This one is headed to where is it? Minneapolis or Detroit? Either one? No, Atlanta.
We'll be going all the way over to Henderson.
Sorry, was that Unite 1913?
Well,
Who was calling that? I'm sorry.
shows we are buffering.
You can call back Henderson down.
Tower United at 1913, I was 2
Yeah, 1913 finished left quarter line was 300 at
I'm seeing a
26 left, yeah, 1913.
I'm seeing a pretty good connection here on the OBS Studio. We're seeing a little bit of buffering on YouTube, but although it looks pretty smooth with that vehicle that just drove across. So they're clear to go right now. There is also another United. Okay, that's the one that just pulled in, and they're now leaving for Atlanta. We've got a couple on final approach.
27, 6 left quarter line was 2905.
And that Delta that was waiting for gate, the one from LAX right there, the 737, looks like they have their gate now. They turned completely around and they're headed back towards... Oh, I wonder if they're going into the gate that the 757 came out of. That's entirely possible,
586, Western Alpha 5, ground flight 1.
because they're moving in that direction.
Turn off the 5 over the ground. That's at 586.
There's Delta 555 right there. Little test of the in-flight spoilers there. They're popping up on the wing. Now, where is this Delta plane going? This is the one that was waiting for a gate. We have a United that just landed. And, you know, they are headed toward the gate where that 757 just came out of. Flight 555. That's probably what they were waiting for. The United that just landed 1913 is a 737-900 in from Houston. There's Delta going into the gate right there in the end. So we have the United gates they're kind of filling up here. You got 3 United aircraft at the gates. And a
number 18 double zero, number 26 left.
Plus, flying with the Sierra Las Vegas Tower, wind 0205, Pacific left, clear landing, flash on achievement for Southwest 737 Seamount.
26 left, clear to land, double zero.
Frontier's pushing back.
Right turn, 26 right, back taxi, down level 4.
Right turn, back taxi on 26 right down, 4 United 1930.
All right, my signal must not be very good because my flight radar 24 won't come up. But that's just what you deal with out here at the airport. Sometimes the signal is good. We have an Alaska that landed, trying to sneak in right there. Wow, that page won't even load. That is really slow. Let's see. Alaska parks along the back row there, so sort of speaking, right there. You see those aircraft? Those are the Alaska gates.
Right turn, Alpha 7, ground point 1. We're 1040 Las Vegas Tower with 0407, Pacific left, clear landing.
Volaris is coming in from Mexico. They're on final approach right now.
1913, left turn, Alpha 4, Charlie, and Colburn.
Right, Alpha 4, Charlie, Colburn, United 1913.
All right, let's try to open this browser again. Alaska 678 just pulled in from Seattle. We do have a United. That's 1913 from Houston. We see 1913 pulling in.
Vegas Tower, Order 663, cleared visual 26 left approach, 170 to real.
Order 653, 26 left, clear land, 0307.
Clear land, 26 left, Order 663.
All right, you heard Porter Airlines, and they are coming in from Canada. They fly to a handful of destinations in the United States. I assume they'll be flying with their Embraer 190 E2 version, which will be interesting because we don't get to see those very often in the United States because nobody here flies them. And Porter is the only one.
2012, Las Vegas Tower, wind 0306, runway 26 left, clear to land. 26 left, clear to land, Delta 2012.
So there's United from Houston. Let's see if I can find. All right, so Volaris from Mexico City just landed. Porter is about to touch down from Toronto with the Embraer 190. Let's see if I can find them out there on the runway. I know it's kind of blocked. I wish I could see out there.
Clear 740 from United Alpha 7, then turn right to back taxi on runway 26 right, Alpha 3.
We have an aircraft on final right there, but that's not Porter. I don't think. No. Porter is all the way over here. So what you're looking at right there is the Embraer 190, the E2 version. And you're looking at Volaris coming by from Mexico City. They'll be coming over here because the international gates are in Terminal 3. Same thing with Porter. They landed from Toronto, Canada. So the 190 is a bigger, heavier version of the Embraer 190.
53, turn right at Alpha 6.
The E2 version is. And because it is heavier,
Follow Volaris, back taxi 26 right to Alpha 3.
there are no airlines in the United States that fly the E2, mainly because of the pilot contracts, scope clauses and such that dictate the weight classes of aircraft. This aircraft has a gross weight of over 89,000 pounds. So the major airlines in this country are not allowed to buy their union contracts to fly the E2. Porter is the largest operator of the E2 in the world. They've got 50 or 60 of them. I forget. But and they use them from Toronto to the west coast of the United States.
Clear 740, affirmative, turn left to Alpha 3, taxi inbound, contact the ramp 1279er.
So they are kind of a rare sight. I see Hawaiian. The Hawaiian is pushing back right there.
Roger. Stay to the right side, use Bravo, straight inbound, contact the ramp.
Where did Volaris go? All right, so let's got the camera right there on Hawaiian. Hawaiian Flight 7, Vegas to Honolulu.
Taxi inbound, contact the ramp 1279er there.
Western Alpha 3, inbound 2790 there, quarter 6.
All right.
Contact the ramp 124.
So you're looking at Hawaiian's Airbus A330. Flight number 7 headed to Honolulu, and Porter, they turned in on the other side of this terminal, so I don't think we're going to get to see them. I think Volaris went there as well. I'll pan over there if I can see it. There really aren't very many international flights operating here right now. I mean, we do have KLM. They're in from Amsterdam. They're already here. Mexico is well represented here, but there should be a Virgin Atlantic later. But there's Volaris right there. I think Porter will be behind them. The Volaris Airbus coming in from Mexico City, and their gates are right there in that row. So that's where they will be landing. There is the Hawaiian. Of course, they just took delivery of their 787 Dreamliner, and they'll be starting service on that, I think, next week, actually. I'm not sure. I know San Francisco, Phoenix, and I'm not sure if they're going to be here in Vegas for right now, but they are adding the Dreamliner to their fleet very shortly. This aircraft is 11 years old. Now, the interesting thing about this flight is they're seriously delayed. The original scheduled time was 9:20 this morning, and they are about 5 hours delayed for some reason. But hey, I mean, that's great. We get to see them. It was an extra treat, I guess. Hello, Andrew NUFC, if you're out there. There, I see you in the chat there. Good to have everybody on board. If you're just finding it for the first time, I tried these live streams at Phoenix when I lived over there with not very good results with the signal, cell signal for streaming. There goes Hawaiian. They'll be taxiing over to runway 1 for sure. And here, it seems to be a little bit better. They have the passing by that Korean Airlines billboard. I don't think that Korean Airlines comes in every day. I could be wrong, but I didn't see them on the schedule for today, so I'm not sure what their schedule is. I know I have seen them here in the past, like this year, so they still do fly here with the 777. But we are looking at Hawaiian Flight 7 delayed from this morning, and they're now headed out for what I guess it'll be like a 5-hour flight, 5 or 6 hour flight, maybe 5 from this area.
Frontier 1895, Las Vegas Tower with 3604, gust 14, runway 26 left, clear to land.
360 at 4, gust 14. So they got a little bit of a crosswind going on, but not enough to make them go for the other runway. This one is coming in from Phoenix, Sky Harbor, a short flight, about an hour. There are some aircraft that are landing on runway 1. Not all of them. We don't have any aircraft that are pushing back at the moment. Really nice to see a Hawaiian A330 during the day. And we don't really have any pushing back activity at Southwest. We have one that just landed. We have a Southwest that's approaching the gate area, flight 1908 from San Francisco.
Metro 5, are you there?
A 737 MAX 8, and Frontier is about to cross the threshold. See
Metro
if I
5,
can
you there?
find it. Right there. Hey, we got it. And they go behind the building, right there. Behind the billboard. And we got a touchdown. This is the flight that's landing from Phoenix. And there is the 737 MAX 8 of Southwest. Flight 1908 from San Francisco is about to pull into the gate. There's only a couple of open gates there. They're almost completely full. It would look nice if I was able to be up a little bit higher, like 1 story higher. But there were no parking spaces up there. I did look, and this was the highest parking space I could get in the garage. And so from this side of the garage, we are overlooking Terminal 1.
Flight 1895, back taxi 26 right to Alpha 3.
Back taxi 26 right, Alpha 3, Frontier flight 1895.
And Terminal 1 right there, and the roadway in the middle that you see right there actually goes into a tunnel that goes down underneath the runways and comes out somewhere over there. So they've got, if you're not familiar with Las Vegas, the Vegas airport, they've got a road that cuts right up under the south runways, and then it comes up to towards Terminal 1. Frontier is right down there. Let's see, I don't see anything else on final approach. There's the what I presume is the old control tower, and the current air traffic control facility here at Harry Reid International. So we're going to see what And see what else is coming here. Well, there are actually no aircraft. No aircraft on final right now.
Flight 1895 left at Alpha 3, taxi inbound, contact the ramp 12799.
Alpha 3 on A site, that's your flight 1885. Traffic down, well, go well, going to it.
All clear transport to bay.
Go to bay well.
Las Vegas Tower, Native Zulu, current Las Vegas altimeter 3007, wind 34010, gust 6.
So we have an American that pulled out from Terminal 3. We'll be able to see them shortly. They are headed to DFW. They're on the other side.
Approaching the bay, 349.
All 3 radar time, CDC.
Eastbound, well 1.
Where's that American? I still don't see him yet. Where is that? We have another Alaska just landed.
Lear 787, Charlie Hotel, Las Vegas Tower, wind 36011, gust 6, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Alaska Flight 610 from Portland. They landed runway 1, and that's why we didn't see them land. But they're going to hide behind that billboard for a little bit, I guess, until their gate's ready, maybe. Still looking for that American. See where? Oh, somehow I must have missed it, because they are American A321 headed to DFW, making their way over to runway 1 for departure. And we'll come back over here. There's our Alaska 737. Flight 610. It's a MAX 9. MAX 9 landed from Portland. We do have one of the Mexican airlines leaving. Back here, right there. Viva? Via?
Legend 787 Charlie still affirmative, wind 350 runway 26 left, clear to land.
Viva Aerobus is what they call it. It's departing to Monterrey, Mexico. I guess that's one of the budget airlines down there in Mexico. Viva Aerobus. Viva Airbus. There were two of them at the gate, so there's still one left, and they'll be departing for Monterrey. Like I said, Mexico is pretty well represented here. We have two Vivas and one Aeromexico on the field right now. Let's see, what else is going on? Alaska's still waiting. We got looks like a Learjet that just now landed. I'll check this out. Check this out. A Hummer limo. High rollers you see here in Vegas. The Learjet. Now all the FBOs are on the other side, on the west side of the field, so they won't be coming over here. And I wonder if their flight is yeah, their flight's blocked, blocked from flight trackers. And we have a Southwest is pulling into, looks like the gate on the other side.
Las Vegas area, Alpha current altimeter is 3007 and 3205, gust 15, helicopter frequency just barely altered up 123.82, helicopters 2382.
And Viva Aerobus is now headed out to the runway, and Alaska 737 MAX 9 from Portland is finally able to pull into their gate.
Hotel, contact ground point 1 right now, let them know you're there.
I guess they were waiting for another Alaska to move out, because we do have one right there. That looks like an Embraer 175. Probably a, no, it's a Horizon Air Embraer 175 headed to San Francisco. So this one is operated by Alaska's Horizon subsidiary. The tower did say there was an Allegiant on approach. I don't see them here. They may have landed on the other side, but you won't see them because their gates are on the other side as well. So, let's see. I think Allegiant landed on the other side, maybe? Yeah, I don't see them. There is a Southwest. From Portland, landing on runway 1, but I can't see them. Well, I can barely see them. About to lose them behind the pillar. I probably already did. Yeah, so my spot does have It is slightly blocked. We've got a Southwest pushing back right there. They'll be departing. And let's see where that one's going to. (2287) headed to Baltimore, headed all the way across the country. And that is a 737-800, not a MAX, but just an 800. And they're departing for Baltimore. And Terminal 3, not a lot going on right now at Terminal 3. We can see the Aeromexico, the Viva Aerobus. We have Frontier. We've got KLM. It'll be a while, I think, before KLM goes out. But I like the KLM color blue. That is a blue that really stands out. When the aircraft is clean, it's not a dull blue like their old one was. So they do stand out on a sunny day. But United is full almost.
Vegas Towers on the 2577, visual 261.
We've got a couple empty gates right there.
Tower wind 32010, runway 26 left, clear to land.
For land, 26 left, 25.
Delta 2537, or I think he said Southwest. I think I heard a Southwest and a Delta, if I'm not mistaken. But there's at least one. Yeah, Southwest 2577 is in from Salt Lake City. They took off about 51 minutes ago. Kind of a short flight. But the people on that flight will certainly enjoy the warmer weather we've got here, a lot warmer than it is now in Salt Lake City. It is good to see my signal holding up for the most part. It's always a good sign. And it is difficult to see those aircraft because they are so far away on that south runway. It can be a little difficult from where I am, but there we go, right there. Southwest 2577 coming in from Salt Lake City. Final approach, runway 26 left, I think.
Wind 3209, throwing 26 left, clear to land.
Clear land, 26 left, left.
All right, 2577 is cleared to land right there. Unfortunately, my battery on my camera is down to 1 bar. That's not encouraging. All right, they're on the ground. And we do have a Frontier. Where did Frontier go? Right there. Right? Frontier departing. making their way over to runway 1, 992. Yeah, Frontier 992 to Oklahoma City is where they are going. So there are no other aircraft on approach on this side. You see the Southwest right there.
Southwest
That's the
2577. Contact ground point 1 for further.
that's the one that landed. And let's see what else we've got. All right, so there is a Southwest. Oh, this is a good one. The Southwest 2637 is wearing the New Mexico 1 livery, the new 2023 version of the New Mexico 1 livery. And they're on final approach right now. So we're going to get to see a special livery come in here in a moment. And you can't miss it because it is the New Mexico state color. It's yellow with the New Mexico flag on it. So that'll be a special treat. We've got United pushing back right there. Looks like a 737 800. United 1287. Yeah. It's headed to Denver. So this flight is headed to Denver. I don't think Southwest...
2637, 26 left. Southwest 2637, Las Vegas Tower, wind 3010, clear to land. Clear to land, 26 left.
All right, and there you hear it. New Mexico 1 is cleared to land. You should get a nice view of that. In the meantime, this 737 800 is preparing to leave for Denver. And that Southwest is the only one. Oh, what is that in the back there? You got something interesting leaving in the back. Behind that United. Swoop. That is Swoop Airlines from Canada. That's another Canadian airline. It's kind of like a discount, like a Canadian low-cost airline. They don't fly here every day, so another special treat. Yeah, I was hoping I could get a shot of them when I was in Phoenix, but I just couldn't make it with their schedule. But right there is Southwest New Mexico 1. Whoop, there, right there. Hopefully they'll park on this side of the concourse and we can get a good view of them taxiing. That's about as tight as I can shoot from my location. But they have been replacing...
Tower low, Falcon 36, Hotel Alpha on the visual 26 left.
There's special liveries
Wind 3405, runway 26 left, clear to land.
that used to be, they used to be on 737 700s, but those aircraft have been getting repainted back into either normal colors or just being retired if they're too old. And they've been switching all the special liveries to the 800 series. And this is one of several that was done during 2023 last year. So the aircraft itself is not new. It's a probably 10 years old or so. But that paint job is probably about 6 months old. They did that around the middle of last year, I think.
Inbound, 170 or less, 26 left.
United 1717, Las Vegas, Arizona, normal speed, wind 3404, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land.
All right, so there's another United. Another United will be coming. So this aircraft was delivered in 2014. Where did they go? There. 2014, so it is 10 years old, but like I said, they painted it. The New Mexico special just last year. Not sure if they'll come to this side, but we'll see. We'll follow them. We do have one leaving, and United. That's the United flight to Denver, and now that Swoop Airlines was parked at the end of the concourse, and they probably, let's see, where are they? WestJet. Now, the interesting thing about this now, okay, it is labeled Swoop, the aircraft, and they're headed to Toronto, but their call sign is WestJet. So, I'm not sure if it's a code share flight or what's going on, but Flight Radar 24 has it as WestJet flight 1115, but it's clearly aircraft clearly is Swoop Airlines, unless they just purchased or leased some of their aircraft and didn't get a chance to paint it yet, maybe. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but they are headed to Toronto. Again, they're headed to runway 1 for departure. I do not see New Mexico anywhere. Not that one. Not quite sure where they went.
Hotel Alpha, turn right at Alpha 6, hold short, runway 26 right.
Start at Alpha 6, hold short 26 right, 6 off.
That Southwest right there is Flight 591 headed to Midway, Chicago Midway.
6 Hotel Alpha, contact ground, 121.1.
Right there.
121.1 over to ground, 6 Alpha, get in.
Then.
So we have a couple of aircraft. We have United. United just came in. So we have a United landed. The one in the background, 1717, is from Chicago. A 737-9. And then 1287 the Denver flight.
Southwest 2389 miles an hour, wind 0307, runway 26 left, clear to land.
All right, so we have Delta. We've got a Delta 737 being prepared right now for departure.
At 1770, Alpha 6, and back taxi on runway 26 right to Alpha 3. Alpha 6, back taxi on 26 right to Alpha 3.
So Delta 2786 headed to Los Angeles. Right there, 737-800. You're going to make the short flight to Los Angeles. That is going to be 381 kilometer flight. So really short one. Well, I guess New Mexico must have parked on the other side because I have not seen their tail or or anything of them. We do have another United, another 737.
At 1717, turn left at Alpha 4 now, join Charlie, and contact the ramp 179. Left at Alpha 4, join Charlie, contact the ramp United.
Okay, so the other Viva Aerobus is going to be flight 113, and they're leaving as well. They just got pushed back, and they're headed to Mexico City. Meanwhile, we've got one right there. We got the Southwest, it looks like, I think, landing. But we do have some activity pushing back. We'll get to see that here momentarily.
Delta 2260, Alpha 7, 0310, 46 left, clear to land.
So this United flight has not shown up on the flight tracker yet, but there is a Viva Aerobus behind it, I think. So I see two Frontier flights. There it is, 751. Just popped up right now, 751 headed to Houston. That's a 737-900. I think we may have seen that one come in. But there was a Viva Aerobus.
2747, Charlie Papa, Las Vegas, 0309, runway 26 left, clear to land.
I think it pushed back behind the United, but I can't see it. So we're just going to have to wait and see what comes around. In the meantime, we have one landing.
Southwest 2389, Las Vegas, Roger. That's 22, ground flight 1. 0308, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, Horizon City entity.
All right, so let's go back to here. Ah, there it is. There's Viva Aerobus sneaking out from around the United 737. And the last one went to Monterey, and this one is headed to Mexico City. Those were the two. And there are two Volaris Airbuses here. Those are also from Mexico. And United is pulling out immediately following the Viva. They're both going to go to runway 1. You can see the United right there.
Alpha 6, then back taxi.
And it looks like another one coming in.
Back taxi, 26 right, Alpha 4, Delta Flight 260.
So they are using runway 26 right for back taxiing, which means they can taxi on the runway itself right there. You see that Delta. They can actually taxi on the runway because 26 right is not being used for landings. Southwest coming in and a Southwest going out. We have the one coming in is 2389 from Denver. The one facing us and the one going out is 2008
Delta 2260, left at Alpha
from
4,
San Francisco,
Taxiway Charlie and
or
contact ramp directly.
to San Francisco.
1279er.
Alpha 4.
Okay.
Alpha 4 Charlie, contact ramp.
So Denver is again. Denver is the one coming in. A 737-700. The one going out is a 737 Max for San Francisco and United. That's the Houston flight. United's Houston flight is leaving. We have some good traffic right in front of us here. So that's we finally got a little bit of traffic.
Good afternoon, very nice to meet you. Visual 26.
307 Charlie Papa, turn right at Alpha 6. Cross 26 right, pass 9 Viva. Big ramp by 1.
And we do have another Delta flight.
Okay, Bob, just pass my Viva aircraft at Airbus southbound or westbound on Char. Pass my Viva, ground by 1. Baron 9 November, Sierra Las Vegas Tower, wind 3608, right 26 left, clear to land, safe parking.
Delta flight 421. 421 is
Atlantic, you verify.
right there, and they're headed to Detroit.
Thank you.
It's an Airbus A321, the classic A321 version. And they pulled out just as the other Delta flight pulled in. So they made an exchange, I guess. We have another Southwest, MAX 8, right there. You can see the MAX 8
Tower, flagship 508, ILS 26 left.
being pushed back.
Flagship 50 left, Vegas Tower, 13507 to the cross line.
26 left, clear to land, flagship 508.
Flight 1762 is headed to Los Angeles. And this aircraft was delivered in July of last year, so it's relatively new. And there's a nice little business jet that just landed. Just right there. Some nice colors on that. Now I can't tell what it is.
North City, right turn up 5, cross 26 right, ground point 1.
Alpha 5, cross 26 right, then ground point 1, drive 688.
Okay, that's Thrive 688 citation, a Cessna citation. They're in from Teterboro, New Jersey. They'll be going probably to the FBO, I would imagine. Where is that aircraft now? Somewhere behind this building. It's the best I can do. They're over there somewhere. Let's see. And there's a Southwest Max right there. That is the Los Angeles flight that I was talking about with the aircraft that's only, well, less than a year old. We'll call it July. So what is it, like 8 months or 9 months old? Something like that. There's nothing on the runway right now. Nothing coming down on final. Southwest. So we're going to get another one of those, one coming in, one going out. So again, the one going out is Los Angeles, and the one coming in.
November 9 or November Sierra, right turn at Alpha 5, hold short of runway 26 right.
Right at Alpha 5, hold short of 26 right.
We'll have to wait and see what that is.
Parking it. Roger. As you're holding short 26 right, contact ground on point 1.
Vegas Tower, American 1713, outside of Shan for 36 left.
American 1713, Las Vegas, Tower, wind is 010 at 11, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land 26 left, American 1713.
So 4968 is also a MAX 8 coming in from Hawaii. Okay. 2 737 MAXs. One going out to LA, one coming in from Hawaii. And let's see if I can get this one that's about to land here. A business jet, small aircraft of some type.
Flight 2155, Las Vegas Tower, the wind is 0209 or number 3, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Just what I thought it was. Challenger 350 from FlexJet. And they are landed from Columbus, Ohio, right there. I knew it had to be that because it looked like a little bit like a CRJ. It kind of has that profile of the CRJ, which is basically what a Challenger is. And we've got another interesting aircraft pushing back here. It's kind of colorful. Oh, that's got to be Sun Country.
Foxtrot 50, right turn at Alpha 6, hold short, runway 26, right, ground point 1.
Foxtrot Alpha 6, hold short 26 right, ground point 1, Foxtrot 50.
Yep. Sun Country Flight 104 headed back to their base of Minneapolis. And I can tell that they are the Sun Country because of that orange, white, and blue paint scheme that some people call the Tide Pod. The Tide Pod livery. Because it kind of sort of looks like a giant Tide Pod. And guess who's sneaking out behind them? Alaska. Didn't see that one push back, but it's okay. Alaska, Flight 621 is headed to Portland, Oregon. With the 737-800. So Sun Country pushed back in the other direction. So they're going to taxi out around the east side of that concourse.
1713, right turn at Alpha 5, hold short, runway 26 right.
So we're on the west side of it here.
Okay.
So it'll be a little while until we see them.
American 7013. That's what I meant, so Alpha 6, hold short 26 right.
They're going to have a long way to go.
13, thank you.
Long way to taxi.
Right, and over to ground, American 7013.
Spirit Wayne 1716, Las Vegas South, wind is 02010, number 2, runway 26 left, clear left.
Spirit Wings, aka Spirit, will be landing next. Ah, we got a Frontier. Another Frontier Airbus landed. And Southwest is sending another one out. 2406. No, actually, this one is coming in. This is a second Hawaii flight. This one from Honolulu. So they are definitely doing pretty well with their Hawaii flights. We got two at the same time. It's kind of interesting. You can see Alaska with the 737. Whoops! Whoa! I shouldn't bump my tripod like that. Alaska 737-800 to Portland, right behind them. And where did Sun Country? They are.
Flight 2155, right turn Alpha 6, hold short.
Actually.
All right, Alpha 6, cross 26 right, point 1, 2155.
Well, they were pushed back with their tail toward us.
Hold short.
So I thought they were going to go the other way. But apparently not. Apparently they're going to go this way.
United 2288, ILS. United 2288, Las Vegas Tower. The wind is 030 at 6, number 2, runway 26 left.
So Sun Country 104 headed to Minneapolis, right there. in the very colorful Tide Pod livery. And we're going to see a Frontier also turn into that same, on that same taxiway. The 2155 landed from Denver. So we're going to see them. Yeah, the Denver flight is going to turn in right there. So Frontier coming in from Denver. Sun Country headed out.
Las Vegas Tower, the wind is 010 at number 3, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear land, 26 left, American 19, 71.
Frontier flight 1343, Las Vegas Tower, the wind is 010 at 10. Number 3, runway 26 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, 1343.
Spirit wind 1716, right turn Alpha 6, hold short, runway 26 right, contact ground point 1.
Alpha 6, short 26 right, ground.
Okay. So apparently there are 3 aircraft lined up. We have one coming into view. Right there. I forgot who number 2 is, but number 3 is going to be a Frontier. And so we are going to have to call this a stream pretty soon because my battery, the one that can't be charged without turning it off, is on its last legs here. But I'm glad I was able to get the entire stream without losing signal. That's always a good thing. So we have an American A321, it looks like.
Tower to 466 on the island.
Delta 466, Las Vegas Tower, the wind is 0208. Number 3, runway 26 left, clear to land.
All right, so we got a Delta.
United 2288, hold short of runway 26 right, contact ground point 1.
So we have a Delta that's going to be All right, so we did have a pretty successful live stream today. We had good signal, and I can view my
American 1871, right turn Alpha 7.
stats.
Short runway 26 right.
So
Contact ground point 1.
my stats are showing only 1.8% buffering.
Tower Southwest 2710, ILS 26.
So I'd call that pretty good, actually.
2710 Las Vegas Tower, the wind 020 at 10.
To be live for an hour and a half,
Clear to land.
an hour and 36 minutes, and only losing 1.3% of the data that was sent in the signal. So that was, this is probably my most successful Las Vegas stream that I've had here since trying to do them. So I'm going to remind everybody, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and the bell notification so you'll get notified when I go live again. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this as a weekly thing. It does require a 2-hour drive to get here. So, and also we're headed into summertime. Well, we got a little ways to go, but you know, I don't know how this is going to be when it's 110 degrees outside. So I don't really have much more I can do on this battery here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and
1343 right turn Alpha 6, hold short runway 26 right, contact ground point 1.
oh, let's see. Yeah, see, there are aircraft on final. See, we can't really see them too well.
2571, ILS 26 left.
Delta 2571 Las Vegas Tower, the wind 010 at 10, number 3, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Number 3, 26 left, clear to land.
Let's see. We have, what is that one doing? So the Frontier is from Cincinnati. And there's a Delta and something else out there, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream here, and I will let you guys know if I go live again. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and if you could take a moment, hit the like button. It really gets the algorithm going so it can show these live streams to more people, and hopefully we can do another successful one again soon. So I will talk to you guys on the next one.